Hey everyone, here's my new to me 2007 Toyota FJ Cruiser. Drove it to South Carolina and picked it up over the weekend. As you can see, it's a little rough on the outside, to say the least. It was I'm pretty sure an oceanside vehicle. It looks got the sort of patina of salt water on it. Good solid frame underneath. That's the thing you really worry about with these guys. And the interior is nearly pristine. I was extremely pleased with how nice the inside was. As you see, I opted for the stick shift. That was the main thing that I ended up making the impulse buy on this with. And let's see, really, like I say, just overall really nice interior, just about as pristine as you could imagine. No cracks or anything that I've found. They have replaced the stock radio, so I may look up for another one of those, or I may just go aftermarket. I haven't decided quite yet. But let's see, dealership put new tires on it before they sold it. Evidently they were gone, but I was really pleased with it. But this, I don't intend to become an automotive channel, but this is definitely going to be my project for the next few weeks at least, so figured I'd bring y'all along for the ride. Project number one is going to be these headlights. And you may have seen as I was walking around, I watched Project Farm to get my suggestions, and he rated off the headlight restoration kits, and he said this was the best. I think he said Cerakote came in second, but this is supposed to be really good, and this is a pretty fuzzy headlight, so we're gonna pop that open and give it a try and see how it goes. So let's get ready for that. See what comes in the pack. And mine came in pretty rough shape, so I'm hoping everything's in there. I feel a little bit of feel like they've resealed it with some packing tape. Trying to get all the pieces out here. Let's see, 400 grit, 1000 grit, instruction manual, paper towel. Shot in my arm. Blue paper towel, 2000 grit, UV clear coat, clarifying compound, step 2, and surface activator, step 1, and there's some high quality food preparation gloves. Oh, a high quality food preparation glove. And I hope that's all that's supposed to be in there. And so we got our instructions, so let me flip through and read that, and I will be right back with it. Okay, new setup with hopefully more stable camera work. I picked up a few supplies I need. Got a water bottle, nice spray, because we're gonna need lots of water. Got some of my own blue towels to make sure we get good and clean. A couple of microfiber towels, just in case, and my own nitrile gloves, because I know better than trying to use that food preparation glove. Oh yeah, and some masking tape / blue tape if you're young. To, you know, even though the exterior is not great shape, I still don't want any extra scratches than I did have. But otherwise, pretty straightforward instructions. You apply the surface activator for 30 seconds, let it soak in, and it softens and removes any of the old UV clear coat protection. So you can sand it off. You spend 5 minutes with the 400, 5 minutes with the 1000, and 5 minutes with the 2000 grit, sanding, medium pressure until you clean it off. Then you've got the clarifying compound after that with one of the white towels. And then, oops, I got these sort of out of order, but second white towel is to clean and dry everything, make sure there's no residual moisture on the lens or around. And then the UV clear coat we use our included blue towel with to put even strips across. I'll probably slow down for that bit. I'll go fast for the sanding part, but I say seems pretty straightforward. Hopefully get some good results out of it, but we'll see at the end. And I say I'll do most of this in a time lapse, so you don't have to watch me for 15 minutes just doing the same thing over and over again. And yeah, I'll talk to you again at the end. So let's get on with it. Okay, even just after the sanding step, it's already getting clearer, which you would think, because it's just taking layers off. Even if you come over here to the other side, wetting down, it's not as clear as the other one is, so that's definitely some progress. And I forgot to plug my mic in. Sorry about the audio if it got worse or better. But I'm going to repeat the sanding process on the other side, then I'm going to come back and do the polishing compound both at the same time. So stay tuned for that. Okay, after drying things off, it's noticeably smoother to the touch, and I do want to, there are some deeper cracks. They're obviously not going to be covered by this. I know that one's out. You can see there's another one right up here. But let's say that's obviously not going to be fixed by this, but it should clarify the lens when it's all said and done. We're up to the clarifying compound. Speaking of clarifying, supposed to use half of it on each lens with the white towel, same towel for both sides. Same deal, 5 minutes worth of polishing and shining, and it's supposed to leave an even haze on it that gets cleared up by our last bit. But I'm going to continue with the time lapse of this part of the procedure, because like I say, it's just 5 minutes of me going in circles over here. So let's get on with that. Okay, I was expecting more of a paste there than a liquid gel type thing, so that threw me off there at the beginning. And I did, I think, ruin the towel, so we'll use the other towel. And so I got paper towels to dry it with. But it said there's supposed to be a haze when it's all said and done, and honestly, it's not yet. It's sort of forming around the edges. I think as it dries, I'm sure it'll haze up. But really impressed so far. Looking forward to putting that last coat on, but I'm going to go and do the other side so we can do this all at one time. Be right back with that. Or right back with the last step. That's what I meant. Okay, everything ready to go. Not much of a haze. I guess it's a really light haze from certain angles. And it's going to show you, if I can get them to line up. It's got some, let's say some more of those cracks that I was talking about that we're definitely not going to be fixing with this system, but so far so good. I was really impressed with just the preliminary. There was one more step after the clarifying compound. You have to do one more 30-second with the surface activator. So I've done that, dried everything off real good, got all the residual moisture I can from around it, and now we're down to our UV block clear coat final step, which is just, we're supposed to go along the edge of our blue paper towel, soak it into about a 1/2 inch deep, and then just do strips slightly overlapping, working our way down the front. This is where I wish I did try and remove this frame, but it's almost like Toyota didn't want these things to come off. If I ever replace the headlights, I will have to take it off, but I pulled nuts and bolts and clips and pins, and it was still locked on pretty tight. So someday I'll look into that, I'm sure, because these are even the good ones of these are temporary on these headlight haze things. I've seen that, so I know a year or two on this. I'll probably have to revisit this and add some new headlights on. But that's enough babbling. Let's see how this goes with our final step: UV block clear coat, childproof cap. Okay, baby, extra childproof. Okay, there it goes. Childproof and sealed. I'd known that was on there, I wouldn't have put both gloves on. I think I got an edge there. Okay, there it comes. Okay. All right, now this be the delicate part, I'd say. Getting just a little bit on the edge. All right, and top, cross and slightly overlapping. Make sure we get plenty on that. And just work our way down. And I missed a couple of spots on the edge there, so another couple overlap. Okay, that looks really good if it dries like that. Move over to the driver's side, or passenger side if you're somewhere like that. And see if we can get a little. Okay. Cross. I'm going to go against the edge and just go around the edge one time. Against the instructions, maybe. And a little bit, a couple more passes there. Okay. Now that, so far, as you can see, crystal clear. Supposed to let it dry and cure, I think it said 4 to 6 hours. So I'll let it go overnight. There goes my pump. And we'll see how that goes, but I say preliminarily, this is, I say, amazingly clear. It's had a minute or two to, I'm looking at that. I think I want to try that circle thing on that one too. If that made a difference. Those edges underneath the trim. Let's see if I can just get in here around that lip. Yeah, it may not even show on camera, but it was very obvious in person. Okay, like I said, I'll post this video as soon as it will upload, and we'll get going on this. Now I'll post a short on this tomorrow to see how it aged overnight. I say we got several projects to do on this truck, so this will be my next, I'd say at least 4 or 5 videos. So hope you enjoy, and don't subscribe for this because I will move on to other things afterwards. But hey, thanks for watching, and comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff you're supposed to do. I'll see you next time.